so far. Still 2-1. You haven't missed any of it. So it's 2-1. So we are back with you now. Second half is still in progress. Can England force their way back into this game? KO has done well to get it away. So we are back online with you. Back with Joe Hart this time. Sorry about that, folks. We just lost connection right at the crucial moment there. We've been having one or two technical problems with the stream for the last sort of 2 or 3 days. But we are back with you now. Right, well, sorry about that. We've just been having 1 or 2 problems. I hope you can all hear me now. What's happening? What's the score? Well, it's 2-1 to Iceland, Jeff. It's not looking good for Roy Hodgson. We lost connection with the second half at around about the 75-minute mark. But we are back online with you now. Hopefully right till the end of this game. Please bear with us because this has been good. Elmer Bojansen has come on for Sigurdsson, who could well have scored the winning goal. Flag says what happened. Well, what happened was we lost connection. We had a technical problem, but that's been fixed now and we're back live. Technical problem, Matt. We are back underway. We've been having terrible trouble with the internet connection for the last 2 days now. Sky Broadband have got a lot to answer for. I'll be on the phone complaining to them tomorrow morning. I can assure you of that. England 1, Iceland 2 though is the score, but we are back with you now. And what we'll do when we do put the old big back on again, we'll edit the two videos of the second half together and make it one video as the ball gets played in towards Vardy. Vardy tries to keep it under control. So 2-1 to England, 2-1 to Iceland against England, who are now 12 minutes away from being dumped out of the competition by Iceland in their first tournament. Chance here! Oh, what a header that was! And Harry Kane should have volleyed it, I think. Really, really good chance that Harry Kane headed it straight at the goalkeeper from no more than 6 yards out, and he's headed it straight at him. Oh, he's tried to volley it. He should have tried to volley it, in my opinion. That was an appalling effort. So it's still 2-1. And with 12 minutes left to play, it's looking so likely like England are heading out of the Euros. Unless they can find something in the remaining 12 minutes that remains. Brandon said Kane usually puts them away. He should have volleyed it. He should have tried to volley it. Wiltshire doing well against Budjardsen. It's not the game that we're used to. It's different. It's different when they play for your club side. You're up against Spurs have got a lot of talent at their disposal, but when you're playing with an England side, it really is. Kevin has just been with us. He's walking up and he's shocking the score. I'm very sure. Flag says Kane is pure rubbish. Well, please don't swear, Flag, please. I've already thrown one guy off for swearing. I don't want to throw another one off. Here comes the ball over towards Vardy. It's too close to the goalkeeper again. And Brandon has to say this again. Bad 24 hours. Argentina beaten, Spain beaten, and now maybe England. Well, Spain deserved to go out. Argentina had a poor final, I believe, last night. I didn't see the game. Copa America. Flag says, okay, sorry, no problem. I don't really want to start throwing people off for swearing, because we want to make this as for everybody. It's a family thing. We want to make it as well. It's a family show. Okay, here's Jack Wilshere for England. Can we get an equaliser with 10 minutes to go? How are your nerves, folks? How are your nerves? Honestly, for me, I cannot believe we're sitting here predicting, possibly looking at 10 minutes away from exiting. I never thought I'd be saying this time last night. Everything is definitely cool. Now then, it's not cool for England at the moment. They're 2-1 down. MJF says empty account. Maybe that could be the truth. Flag. Anyway, there's arguing on the chat at the moment on the right hand side, and there's certainly a lot of frustration here as Vardy brings one of the Iceland players down. It's frustration for England, and it's number 23 who's fouled here, and that is Gunnarsson. And the England fans, look at them. They're all disconsolate, they're all angry, they're all upset. They can't believe what's going on. This has been, forget the possession stats, forget everything else. The scoreline is what mattered, and when it's been wanted in the final third, it's a 3-kick for England though, but when it's been wanted in the final third, England simply haven't been good enough. And really, this is not the England we know and love. And Rooney asked a lot of Rose, but Rose actually did quite well, cutting from the left hand side, and he's faced by two Iceland players. And to be fair to Iceland, they've doubled up on the England attackers when they've needed to, and that's testament to their tactics and their managers and their coaches. Lars Lagerbäck, who's the oldest, he's actually retiring after the tournament, and Hilmer Grimson. They have really done a great job on the Iceland from the Iceland point of view, and they'll probably get the Icelandic equivalent of a knighthood for this, because let's be honest, they've deserved to go through on balance of play, and the way they've defended and stuck in there, not giving England any chance at all, has been sensational. Here's Dele Alli though for England. Can we save ourselves? Harry Kane, a poor touch. He just let it go right through his right foot. And again, cheap possession given to Bjarnason. It's just not coming for England tonight. You can bet your boots on that. Penny for everybody's thoughts. It's a dreamland for Iceland. A chance here now for Gunnarsson. He's broken away. He's away for Wilshere. Gunnarsson shoots. And that would have been curtains for England, but for a smart save by Joe Hart. Oh my word. Poor defending again. Jack Wilshere found wanting on a one-on-one. Gunnarsson beating him as if he didn't exist. Got it onto his right foot. The angle, to be fair to him, was tight. There are 7 minutes just under plus stoppage time, Jay. 7 minutes. That's all that's left before stoppage time. Time is quickly ebbing away from England's European campaign, and they've got a corner to defend. Goodmanson will take the corner, number 7. Here it comes, left foot, into the penalty box it goes. Header one, and it's just past the clear post, and it's a goal kick to England. Header was well won there by the number 14 there for Iceland, which was Hannesson. So, 1950, the last time they had a humiliation of this magnitude. They lost to a part-time USA team in the World Cup finals of that year. Now we could be seeing the modern day equivalent of 1950 here. These Iceland players will go down in history, and I'm sure that Icelandic commentator who went absolutely crazy when Iceland won a place in the second round in the first place. And Matt says jokes, and I've got to be honest with you, it's hard to disagree with him. Here's Ali to Kane. 5.5 minutes to go. Vardy inside the penalty area, getting onto his right foot, slow cross. He's turned away, but not very far. Kane going in there. Sturridge can't control it, and the whistle's gone, I think, for an infringement inside the penalty area. Free kick to Iceland. Flag had actually gone up, in fact, and it's looking rather bleak now for England, and it's not going to be England's night. There will be inquests done, there will be questions asked, the knives will be sharpened for England's manager. It's just not been good enough. And I have to say, this has been a performance. Flag says Harry Kane and Joe Hart to be removed from the team. It's just been, I'm lost for words, folks. I really did feel that we could be up for this one tonight, but it's just been far from it. Been an appalling state of affairs. And England now are just less than 5 minutes away. Wayne Rooney being substituted. Well, that another surprise. How many more now? Less than 10 minutes before Roy's sacked, the English FA warming up the fax machine. Marcus Rashford, well, he's going attacking. He's scored 3 goals in his 3 internationals so far. How about it, Marcus? How about it, son? Come on with a goal, lad. You've got 4 minutes for stoppage time to go. Go for it, Marcus. You can do it. The Manchester United youngster's on, and that lad's got no fear. He's played in the big games already this season for Manchester United. He's got an opportunity now. Here's Dele Alli now. Rashford on the overlap. He needs to get further forward. Rashford colliding with his own man Rose. In fact, it's a 3 kick for England. On the left hand side, almost level with the Iceland penalty box. Now then, can Rashford, who scored his first goal with Bailey, his first touch in international football in the warm-up games before this tournament, can he come on and make a difference? Now then, Walker forward. Kane, this needs to be a better delivery. The goalkeeper's had a storming match. 3 minutes to go. Kane with a free kick, right-footed. It's a deep one, and it's a poor one. It's past the far post. And there's boos all around from the England fans who just simply can't believe what's happening. Look at them. Disgruntled looks on their faces. It's almost as if lightning is about to strike. Thunderstruck faces. They cannot believe it. Wayne Rooney can't do any more now. And a penny for Roy Hodgson-Sports. He is now 2 minutes and a half away from the obituary being written. Trunnaston is on. He's going to replace Bonafartson, who's not had a bad match, to be fair. Kevin says, I think they might just tweet Roy. I'm not sure if he's on Twitter, Kevin, but if he is, I think he'll be getting a lot of I think he might be getting a lot of stick on there. So he'll certainly be getting a lot of stick around the country tonight. Well, he's hanging on to that job by a fingernail. He's on that hook now above the Gunge pool, as I referred to in the Wales game. Well, it looks as if it's going to be Iceland against France in the quarterfinals. You'll hear that game exclusively. Well, you'll hear that game with us. One thing's for sure, Roy, he's a twit. He's not wrong either, he's Brandon. But I hope you guys will stay with us for the rest of the tournament, regardless England. Well, Wales are still in it anyway, so there's still British representation. But England now still 2 minutes away. A stupid free kick. It was needless for Gary Cahill on the far side. He blatantly pushed the Iceland player out the way. It was a silly free kick to give away. And this is getting even more frustrated if you're an Englishman. But let's give Iceland some credit. They're starting to party. Yes, it's a little bit premature, but we're in the last minute of the game. And surely there won't be too much stoppage time. I would wager possibly 3 minutes, which has been the norm in this tournament. But England now must score now. If they can't score, it will be extra time and an extra half an hour. Here's Rashford for England, down the left-hand side. Fresh legs from the bench. He's away from one defender. He's inside the penalty area. Rashford still to the byline. Rashford, it's a corner kick. And Rashford knows he's got to get on with it. There are 30 seconds of normal times to play. Can Rashford... Rashford's going to take the corner. Here it comes, right-footed. Rashford, low, towards the near post. It's a goal kick. It came off the England player last. It was Jamie Vardy at the near post. It wasn't a good corner by Rashford. Now we've played the 90 minutes. And maybe Rashford should have been brought on at half-time as well. We're now into stoppage time. We don't know how long there's going to be. We're 10 seconds into time added on. We didn't play any in the first half. There were 45 minutes, 3 added minutes as I suspected. Still, and there's 3 minutes now, and this will be one of the most embarrassing results in English football history unless Rashford here can go on one of these glorious runs, the fresh legs. He's got to the byline now, Rashford. It will be a throw to England. They've played 30 seconds of the 3 minutes. It's now or never for England. Dele Alli with the throw. Cameron is from Scotland and he's loving this. And I've got to say, Iceland have deserved it on the balance of play. And the throw came in. Iceland had 2 goals of getting that away. Here's Danny Rose now on the left hand side. Hooks it in there towards the back post. And it was on the way again by Iceland, who have been as one. They've been as from 1 to 11 at all. Brexit is the cry from Kevin, in reference to the EU referendum which took place last Thursday. Here's the corner played in, the ball played in towards Kane. And Wiltshire has now been found wanting. Oh, he's gone back and recovered superbly well. We're now 90 seconds away from the end of the game. I have to stress it's a minimum of 3. And a ball over the top, that should be Joe Hart's it is. Hart now, whose mistake could have cost England big time in this tournament. He made 2 errors in this tournament. He made 1 against Wales, which didn't cost Roy Hodgson his job then. But now, it could cost this mistake tonight. Letting that ball go in for the second one could well have cost Roy Hodgson his job. And Roy Hodgson, I'm ashamed to say, has been an appalling England manager. And I've got to be honest, if it is to be, if I had to put a list of England managers and how well they've done since the days of Sir Alf Ramsey, Hodgson would be probably maybe the worst 4 England managers we've ever had. Here's Rashford now into the penalty area. Rashford, he trod on the ball right as he was about to cross it in. Oh dear me. This 30 seconds away from England writing a very, very big football obituary here. And Iceland writing their names in the football in their country's footballing history. They've deserved their spot in the quarterfinals. They've worked hard. They've defended as one. Here's Dele Alli now to Sturridge. This has to be a good cross. Sturridge chips it in, and it's wide from Vardy. It's Dele Alli, they peel from a corner, and I think it's been given. Last chance saloon for England. Sturridge played it in, and the mirror deflects by the defender. It's a corner now. Surely Joe Hart is going forward. We've played 3 minutes. We're now into last chance saloon. Corner, and it's towards Hart, and he's in and away. And there will be no more shock horror for England. They are out of the European Championships, and I for one cannot believe what's just happened. I am shocked, distraught and angry, and surely it's got to be the end of Roy Hodgson as England manager. But let's give credit to Iceland. They defended as one, as a team, and thoroughly deserved to go through to the quarterfinals to play the French. Roy Hodgson, who was on borrowed time. This was do or die, and it's die for Roy Hodgson. The die surely must be cast. He walks away, head bowed. He knows his time is up. Let's congratulate Iceland. They thoroughly deserve to win, but the inquest begins now, folks. And I'm sorry to say that England do not deserve any credit from anyone, because that, I'm afraid, was a pathetic, feeble excuse to go out of a tournament. Let's give Iceland a lot of credit. They deserve it. And I have to be honest with you guys. What now for England? We're going to stay, because this stream is only 16 minutes old. I'm going to stay on for the next 10 minutes, and I'm going to ask the question to you guys. So let's look at this in context now. I'm going to review the tournament. I can't believe I'm saying this now. What do you think, you guys? Who would you like to see as the next England manager? England's chances of terrified. Well, to be honest with you, we're out now, so there's nothing to be terrified about. We're out. It's absolutely Pardew for England. Well, it's a good shout. Pardew's done alright at club level in the last 18 months. Iceland for the first time in the European Championships. England fans dumbstruck. They're thunderstruck. The Iceland fans, quite rightly so, are jubilant. But what can you say? I'm absolutely lost for words. They deserve their moment in the sun. It's the biggest moment in Icelandic football in their history, and England, they should be embarrassed. They should be angry. Well, the England fans should be angry, but I'm afraid Roy Hodgson has failed, says Isaac. Well, Jamie Vardy was brought on too late. Why did Daniel Sturridge start? Why did Jack Wilshere come on? These are questions that Roy Hodgson's got to ask. I'm going to stay on the line because I want to hear what Roy Hodgson has to say. He has to come out and do an interview. And as soon as Roy Hodgson is being interviewed, you will hear that interview and you will hear what excuse he's got to come up with, because this, simply put, is just simply not good enough. And England, let's be fair, let's recap what happened first, shall we, folks? England took the lead, a dream start after just 4 minutes. Raheem Sterling taken out by their goalkeeper, a penalty was rightly given, and Wayne Rooney gave England what we thought was going to be a perfect start. We all thought that the floodgates were going to open. 4 minutes gone, England 1 up, and we thought, great start. And then 2 minutes later, there's an old saying in football, always memorable when you've just scored. And there we are, classic case. Throw from Gunnarsson caused a lot of trouble, and in came Ragnarsson Gerson from 3 yards out, got away from his marker, which I'm afraid to say was Kyle Walker, who had a feeble match at right back tonight. Headed in, made it 1-1. In the 18th minute, even more disaster struck for England when Sigurdsson struck a shot left-footed from about 20 yards. Joe Hart diving away, he hit it low, it was going in the far corner, but Joe Hart should have had it covered. It went through his hands and it went into the far corner of the net, and cue shock horror on all England fans' faces, on all England supporters and England players alike, and cue Roy Hodgson. Half time came, 45 minutes, and everybody in the nation saying, get Vardy on at half time, make a substitution, Roy. Well, he did just that, he made a substitution, but not the substitution we were expected. He brought on Jack Wilshere for Eric Dyer, one of the worst substitutions. When his job 45 minutes from ending, he brought off Eric Dyer, was probably been England's shining line in the tournament, and he brought on Jack Wilshere, whose selection even into the 23 before this tournament began was very controversial and very, very risky, and it's backfired badly. It was a gamble, it backfired badly. In the 60th minute, Roy Hodgson took off Raheem Sterling, brought on Jamie Vardy. He should have come on at half time, Vardy, and then later on, Marcus Rashford came on as substitute, and he almost saved England. He made some great bursts there, but why take Wayne Rooney off? Why on earth do you take your captain off and your leader? Yes, Rooney didn't have the best of games, but he was there. He was conducting things on the field of play. So why was Rooney substituted? This has to be one of the worst results in English football history. It really has, and it's been shocking. It's been difficult, and I'm sorry, folks, but this has to be said. If Roy Hodgson keeps his job beyond this game, it will be the mother of all miracles. Surely Greg Dyke, who is the outgoing FA chairman, surely he has to have his P45, because simply put, it's not going to. Roy Hodgson is a tremendous club manager. There's no doubt about it. His record at club level is unsurpassable. So are the teams. He did have he had difficult times when he was Liverpool manager. He had 6 months at Anfield, and it was the worst 6 months of his managerial career. But this has got to top that now in terms of worst, because this tournament, England can be. You can say all he wants. You can say he's dominated 4 games in this tournament, but when it's mattered in the final third, they have not been good enough. Simple as that. We are waiting. I'm gonna play Roy Hodgson's interview, because this needs you know, and you'll get a first live reaction with this, because the stream is 24 minutes old and we lost connection halfway through the second half. This gives us the perfect opportunity. This gives us the perfect opportunity to actually have a listen to Roy Hodgson and listen to his excuses. Brandon says, well, just round. Kevin says, bloody sword. Well, let's see what he's got to say. He's got to come out for an interview now. And stay online, folks, because this is going to be explosive now. Are we going to hear from Roy Hodgson in a minute? Well, as soon as we know that Roy's coming on to do an interview, I will bring it to you, because this is just simply not good enough, and I want to know what he is saying and what he has to say, and I can't wait for his excuses now, to be quite honest. There's going to be fireworks now in the next 10 minutes of this broadcast, let me assure you of that. So that means now the quarter-final draw, we'll bring it to you in full. Poland will play Portugal. Wales, who are the only British team left in, they play Belgium. Germany play Italy, the big heavyweight clash, and France now take on Iceland, and well done to Iceland as well. And all four matches, I should also add, we'll bring you full commentary of all four quarterfinals in full on the YouTube channel this weekend coming, and I for one cannot wait for that. Even though England are out, it's a terrible night for England, and it's got to be said, it's no laughing matter now. The Kerry Cantona jokes, they're gone and done now. So let's have a look at the dates. Thursday night, our next commentary, that's Poland against Portugal. You'll hear that one first. Then on Friday, the 1st of July, it's Wales against Belgium. Again, you'll hear that one live. Saturday, the 2nd of July, the big heavyweight contest between Germany and Italy. That will be brought to you in full commentary. And on the 3rd of July, the Stade de France against Iceland will be brought to you on Sunday evening. The Poland game the Poland-Portugal quarter-final takes place in Marseille. The Wales-Belgium match takes place in Lille. Germany-Italy takes place in Bordeaux. What a game that promises to be. And of course, in the Stade de France in Paris, it's France versus Iceland. And I can't believe I'm saying that, to be honest with you. I'm shocked. I'm disappointed. I don't know how you guys are feeling at home. Peter Bradshaw, hello to you there. I've got it again. England have let us down. Well, I think we all are. I think the nation has won. Well, we've all voted in the EU referendum for an exit from the European Union. We got that last week. Most of the country rejoiced. But we're out of another European Championships, and the whole country now is in mourning, and quite rightly so, because this has not been good enough. And really, I am beside myself with frustration, with unbelievable. France have got to buy the quarterfinals, says Panini. Well, the way Iceland play tonight, I wouldn't be so sure, lad, because the way Iceland played tonight, they came with a game plan, stuck to the game plan, and the game plan worked. And that is what won Iceland the second round match with England tonight. Wasn't just a case of England not being good enough, that is true. But let's give Iceland some credit. They played with intensity, they were very, very well organised. England could just simply not break them down. But that does not excuse the fact that England were not good enough. It doesn't detract from the fact that England weren't good enough. I'm not trying to belittle Iceland in any way, shape or form. They deserve it on the balance of play. They were better. They took their chances. And that long throw from Gunnarsson is certainly a weapon that they could use to great effect. But England, simply put, with the talent they have got, are not good enough. But Panini, you sum it up well. Iceland are everything as a team that England are not. We are still waiting to hear from Roy Hodgson. I want to hear from him before this stream is finished. I'm sure you guys want to hear his excuses too, because this is just simply put, he's not good enough. England for years have built the nation up to let them down. Kevin said Wales Iceland final, let's get behind Wales. Well, they're the only British representation. You'll be hearing their quarter final on Friday night. in full, and we'll bring it to you in full, hopefully without any gremlins. So there are two people I'm upset with: Sky for the poor internet connection, and secondly, England. Wow, that's absolutely unbelievable. So let's have a look at some of the poor England players. They were just, when they got the possession in the final third, England, they were just lethargic. They weren't good enough. They were